So I'm constantly like pushing it out of my way. But I can't decide if I want to cut it and bleach it again or just let it grow and have its natural life back. So you guys let me know what you think. This color is my natural color. If that is any consolation, if that helps you make your decision at all. Okay, I am trying so hard to talk slower. I just don't know if I can do it. So, I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes to mind, and I'm going to concentrate very, very hard on saying it slowly and gently and just kind of softly. So yeah, also important, I am wearing a shirt. I've got sleeves on, but I've got a tank top on. I'm normally not a tank top gal, but I'm also wearing leggings and giant socks and slippers. It's just a very chill day, so the outfit's cute, I promise. It's just not necessarily the cutest for filming. I normally don't like to show this part of my chest in shirts. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't really know why. It's just like, I just don't think that is an appealing part of my body. That I like hate it or anything. I just prefer to cover it up. It's not a big deal. I'm also just cold 360 days out of the year. The other 5 days of the year, it's probably like 30 degrees Celsius outside. So I've already been talking fast. This is really hard. My brain moves really fast. I talk about it a lot, that like my brain is just always like 700 steps ahead of me. But yeah, I don't think I have like a neurodivergency or anything. I'm just constantly ahead of myself. So I do have some coffee that I'm worried is getting cold, so yummy caffeine. Sorry for that small little break. So this morning, oh my god, my face is like so saturated. Oh my god. So this morning when I woke up, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. I got ready. I went upstairs, put a load of laundry in. I sorted my laundry into whites, colors, and darks. Big day. I always sort my laundry, but I sorted my laundry and I went to go make a cup of coffee, and it's suddenly snowing and blowing so much. the snowstorms are going to take me out. So, I'm gonna keep myself on schedule and film and study and take out the garbage like I wrote on my little to-do list. I really like to-do lists, and if it stops snowing early enough this afternoon, I might still go into the mall. Yeah. I really want to go to Aritzia, and, I always find that when I order online, it takes so much longer than if I just go into the store, because, the store's really close to where I live. Like, it's like a 20-minute drive, which is way better than waiting the 2 weeks for them to ship it to me. And I just really want this shirt, like, so badly. I've decided already I'm buying it. I just really want it. It's really cute, and I think it's going to be quite timeless. So I'm gonna go and buy it, but maybe not today now, because it's snowing and blowing, and when it's snowing and blowing on the prairies, it's just not a good time. On the bald prairie, things can go from beautiful to deadly in an hour. It'll just change on you. And that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. I shouldn't have been surprised, because I check the weather. I'm a frequent weather checker. I always know what the weather's supposed to be like. I use the weather network. I used to use the weather app that comes on your iPhone, but I found that it's not very accurate for where I live. I don't know. I don't really know why. It's just usually off, which is fine. No biggie. But yeah, I'm a weather checker, so. I absolutely just love talking about the weather, and I attribute this characteristic of myself from my mom, because she grew up in a farming family, so the weather is really important, especially in the summer. But in the winter, you want to make sure that you're getting moisture. You want to make you gotta check on the cows, etc., etc. So as I was growing up, she was always, and still is, very concerned about the weather. The weather is a topic of conversation at breakfast, you know what I mean? So I got that from her, and she got that from her dad, kind of thing, because the weather is just important. So I'm always talking about the weather, and I love that you guys have picked up on my love for the weather. But I will never be a weather person, because people don't always take you seriously. They just don't. And I'm sorry about that, but there's this guy that does the weather in the city I live, and I just don't trust him. Every time I see him, I'm like, no, he's gonna be wrong. No hate to him, it's just he's usually wrong, except for when he's talking about a very massive snowstorm coming. He's always right about that, and I curse him every single time, how dare he. But yeah, he's always right about the snowstorms. And I simply cannot wait for April. Sometimes it snows in April, but it's usually things just get better. I enjoy the colder weather. I really do. I like it. I like coziness. I like dressing warmly. I love knowing every day I get to wake up and put on long pants and a sweater. I love that. But I don't love the anxiety of traveling and getting to and from places, even if it's just, to the grocery store or whatever. That makes me anxious too. So I like summer and fall for the pure safety of travel. That's probably not as big of a worry for people that don't live in more of a rural area. I'm assuming it's easier. And if it's you live in Los Angeles or something like that, just walked faster, because if you're walking with someone that's like 6 feet tall, they're not walking fast, but their strides are bigger. So I've always kind of wanted to match them, to be like, we can get to the same place at the same time. Anyway, I was doing some errands with my mom and my sister, and I was always just walking ahead of them, and they were just sauntering behind me. And just like, aren't you, like, am I really going that fast, or have I just like secured my dominance in the group that I will in fact go first and walk ahead of you? I don't know. I was afraid to ask. We were literally at Costco, and I didn't really need anything. I needed one thing. I needed to get my new laptop when we were at Costco, and I got a pretty good deal on it, honestly, at Costco, but they only had the one color. Anyways, not important. I was walking ahead of everyone, but I didn't even know what was on the list of things that we needed, so I was just like walking, and I had to keep looking back. I could have slowed down, but if I started to slow down, they were still behind me. So I guess I'm just going to assume that I am the leader of the pack of humans, and that I will always walk first and faster. I mean, I am okay with it. I'm okay with it, so I'm okay with it, so whatever. It's just, I am a fast walker. I'm sure you guys find that quite riveting. What a story to tell. But I'm trying to distract myself so that I talk slowly. Oh no, it's because I talk fast, and then I also walk really fast. Yeah. I don't drive fast though. Especially in the winter. My stepdad was telling me that a couple weeks ago it was supposed to snow and rain, and he was listening to the radio or the TV, I can't remember. He was listening to the weather anyway, and the one weather person apparently said, don't use your brakes and don't turn fast. And he was like, that's all they said, was like, don't use your brakes. And we were kind of laughing about it, because when you're driving in the winter, you don't necessarily want to only use your brakes to slow down, if that makes sense. So if you're coming up to a stop sign or a red light or whatever, and you know it's coming, you kind of just want to take your foot off the gas and just gradually slow down before you brake, or you kind of want to brake and then take your foot off the brake and like coast a little bit, because if you brake and you're going fast, quite fast, you're more likely to what's it called, like slide and stuff, and like you're more likely to get into an accident. So that's obviously what this weather person was trying to say, was like, like, slow down, just take your foot off the gas and coast, but just don't use your brakes, was what they said. And he was laughing because he didn't grow up in Canada, so he's like, if I had heard that when I had first moved here, I don't think I would have 100% like known what to do, and I just wouldn't have used my brakes. And I was like, I believe that you would have done that. But anyway, now you guys know about the weather, and you know that you have to not always use your brakes in the snow. Driving in the snow is a very intricate skill, I think. It really is, and there's just so many like little tricks that you have to learn compared to just like regular driving. It's true. And you have to drive slower. You have to warm your car up in the winter. It's a task. So yeah, you guys let me know if I talked slowly enough for the haters. Just kidding. For the people that would prefer slower, let me know how you liked it. I can try to work on it, but I'm not making any promises that most of my content won't be back to my regular chitter-chattery blah, 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 because that's just how fast I talk. And like I said in a Get Ready With Me that I filmed a little, like a day yesterday, yeah, today, I filmed it today. That's just breaking the illusion that the video wasn't filmed on the day that I'm posting it. No one think about that, that's meta. I actually talk slower still when I am just regularly whispering because it's like a diaphragm thing. You have to like talk differently. So I do talk really fast. And sometimes I attribute this a little bit to growing up with so many siblings because you had to get your thought out before someone else started talking over you. And I have a very like soft voice. Like my regular speaking voice can really get caught, like lost fast. So I think that's part of the reason why I talk really fast, and also because my brain, she's in my head. She's up here, but she's 1,700 miles away. On to the next thing already. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to cross my fingers that when I go back to edit this, I talked slowly enough, and it's not just going to be another whispered ramble. I've been filming a lot of rambles recently, but it's just been nice to just sit down and kind of just film and not necessarily always have a plan kind of deal. It's been easy too, a little bit easier for me to just kind of be like, okay, I can film right now, just sit down and film something instead of being like, what should I film, and like racking my brain a little bit. But you guys let me know as well if you like a ramble. I know a lot of people do love rambles, but like, do you want less rambles than what I've been